One day I picked up a magazine and I started reading a story about phone freaks and blue boxes.
When phone freaks have a convention, as they did in the ballroom of a seedy New York hotel lately, masks are given out at the door, people don't give their right names.
A blue box was a little device that put special tones into anybody's phone, and those tones would connect you anywhere you wanted. Halfway through reading this, I called Steve Jobs and started reading it to him over the phone.
There's a way to fool the entire telephone system into thinking you were a telephone computer and to open up itself and let you call anywhere in the world for free. You could call from a payphone, go to White Plains, New York, take a satellite to Europe, and you go around the world 3 or 4 times and call the payphone next door and shout in the phone, be about 30 seconds and come out the other end of the other phone.
And he's like, hello, and there's a lag, and hello, how are you? I'm fine, you know?
Why, one might wonder, would someone want to do that? To rip off the phone company.
And these were illegal, I have to add.
In college, I had a blue box of my own. It was important because long-distance phone calls were really expensive back then. It was also a way of sticking it to the man. This would become an important selling point for Jobs, too, even as he left the technical work to others.
Well, I had this blue box design. I did a trick in there that I've never done that good a trick in any other design in my life. And Steve Jobs said, hey, why don't we sell them?
You know, you rapidly run out of people you want to call, but it was the magic that 2 teenagers could build this box for $100 worth of parts and control hundreds of billions of dollars of infrastructure in the entire telephone network in the whole world. We could sort of influence the world, you know, control it in the case of blue boxes, but something much more powerful than controlling, influencing in the case of Apple. And they're very closely related. I really do to this day feel if we hadn't had those blue box experiences, there never would have been an Apple computer.
I think Jobs was always a storyteller. There was always this sense that he was constructing a persona. The first time I sat down with him to work on a story, he immediately asked me if I had read Thomas Kuhn's The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. I think he was assimilating into this personality, this notion that he had found in Kuhn, the random result that eventually creates a paradigm shift where everybody one morning wakes up and they think the new way. And I believe that he thought that he was a paradigm shifter. That was part of his story. He wanted to have a foot in both worlds. He wanted to be the renegade.